We're hopping into it. Oh, pause the. Hello, everyone. Hello. Oh, it's been a while. Let me see. Oh, yeah. We don't need that anymore. Okay, so he can mute that for me. But, hello, everyone. Welcome back to a long overdue culture shock. Woo! We've been absent. We know this. We've been absent. We know this, and we've been absent. We apologize. Work.
Survived another peak.
Yep.
And fought COVID, buddy.
Yeah, I will say that. Yeah. I'm gonna continue to sharing this everywhere so everyone can tune in.
Mm-hmm.
Really, you kind of explain where we've been and what we've been doing the past, few months. Why you haven't seen our faces?
Few months. Yeah. So what's been going on is we've been having meetings. We've been talking about what we're gonna do next for this year for Culture Shock. When we're gonna do another podcast. That's all. That was the question, and bam, here we are today.
Yep.
We're gonna have a couple great topics to talk about today. But what's been going on right now is we're just wrapping up Batman and Robin with Todd Walsh. We are very excited when it comes out. It has been delayed a lot, but it is getting better and better. I got got a cool theme to it with it.
We also bring John in. We're gonna bring John into a little show today.
YOLO.
What's up, John?
Hello.
Hey guys, how you been?
Good. How you been?
Just talking about Batman and Robin, the project we've been working on. Let's see. We are going to be doing it based off of the 60s Batman television series. I came up with the idea of how the cast has been and how just like the way we were all rehearsing and acting to it. And so it finally just came to a decision. Instead of taking the 1997 Joel Schumacher movie and acting like it, we took a twist to it. We did the 60s Batman.
Don't know why. It's a lot of work. We thought this was gonna be super easy, but no, we were kind of over.
It's all right. We're having a lot of fun with it. There's been headaches, but we're having fun with it. So pretty much, yep. And then of course your daily normal lives, working, catching up on movies. Christmas, holiday season. It was all much wonderful things. But ladies and gentlemen, as you
What's
didn't
the vibes? What's the vibes and these? It's our beautiful faces are back.
That's yes, sir. That's us.
How you been, buddy?
Yeah, work's been pretty slow since the holidays came around, but I got a game yesterday and had a lot of fun doing that.
Good. All right. Well, for the better half of last year, we're not going to sit long on this topic. Just to recap, if you didn't know, if you're living under Iraq, there was a strike last, and almost half of Hollywood was shut down. Give or take, was shut down for a good hot.
Indeed.
I'm actually going to fix some stuff real quick. Can you give me a second? I think it's taking that out because people know who we are now. Yeah, if you didn't know, strike happened. It was they need to be paid more against AI, all this other stuff. Hollywood is usually back open this month. What it feels like is just a floodgate of news, which has been awesome. We can't thank that enough. Hollywood is back, and also it's going to be a little slow this year. There's not a lot on the release calendar for a lot of movies and shows.
Obviously,
there's enough to where we can talk about stuff and branch out and do different things. Like tonight, we're going to try something different. We're going to try to do a comic review, something we've always wanted to do. We've wanted to have fun with it. We wanted to do something fun like this. We just haven't had the idea to do it. W shirt, thank you. That's going to be tonight's discussion. If you want to hand me the beautiful new comic that came out today, which I can't stress enough, is but it's part of my language. It's fucking fantastic. Ultimate Spider-Man #1 by Jonathan Hickman is officially out. We'll be talking about it later in the show, comparing it to the original Ultimate, where it's going now, and where we see that story going in the next every month because an issue is dropping every month. But on that note, again, back to Hollywood doing Hollywood things. Had a lot of good announcements come out. I think one came out here. I don't know if the Nerds Layer guys have talked about it. Fantastic issue indeed, Todd. Jonathan Hickman, you've brought back my love for Spider-Man, because fuck Zeb Wells, let me tell you. I don't give a shit. That motherfucking can go start doing drywall for all I care. Amazing Spider-Man, take garbage out of here. I'm throwing it into the trash. It's Ultimate Spider-Man is now. This new Ultimate Universe, I am in love with it. If every title can do this good, I will read the Ultimate Universe. But yeah,
Heck yeah.
back with it.
I'm just gonna wait for the review. I'm gonna wait for my review.
Yeah, we'll get there. We're gonna get to that big part. But the real thing I want to talk about was let's talk about some DC.
Yeah.
DCU has ended. We've all seen Aquaman.
Mhm.
Just quick thoughts on Aquaman for that's final movie of the DCEU.
Okay.
What did we think?
So
How did that leave us?
So all right. So I just felt like it was just a normal. It was just
Said wondering how they will ruin it. No, Todd, don't say that. Don't wish it
Please.
into reject.
please don't.
Just zip it.
So I really just thought it was just a normal DC movie. Did it feel like an end to the DCU? No, not really.
No.
And I was very disappointed with that. So
Oh no, hang on, I'm frozen.
because
Hang on, I'll be popping you guys. I'll be popping back in a bit.
Okay.
I'm frozen.
because the Aquaman prequel comic that came out a couple months ago had the Flash, it had Wonder Woman. It was this epic opening
Mhm.
to what could have been probably kind of like a Justice League, kind of like how the Flash started out. And I really just wanted
I want to see the cut scene.
which cutscene.
Which cut scene? Are you talking about the one with the Ben Affleck? There's Michael Keaton cut. There's a lot of cuts.
There's a lot of Batman scenes, and that's how I definitely felt was
I think John is back, so we'll get him back in here
Mm.
too. Kaiju.
Hey guys, sorry about that.
Ah,
Frozen
we
a
love
bit.
it.
Woo! I just really thought that this movie could have been a lot better. I thought it could have been a great ending to the DCU, bringing Batman in, because I've told you, I'm like, there's a scene where Batman would have been in this, and I don't think it ended up happening.
He said all of the cuts. Yeah, but will it add anything? No.
Not really.
Not
all
really. I don't think it would add anything now.
you did was send me like a concept art, and I lost my mind. But we were like, where can it be? It's just a fun story. It's fun.
Great story. For me, it's a good standalone film. If I wasn't looking at this, it tied to anything, I didn't have to worry about it being in a universe. I'd say I like it. It's a fun adventure.
It definitely is the sequel to the first Aquaman. That's all.
That's what I want out of it. And at the end of the day, it's gonna break even. I'm happy for the movie. The more I've been sitting on this movie, it's now hitting me. This DCEU, it's dead now. I'm a little sad, but at the end of the day, we had to kill it to get a new universe.
So honestly, I have thought the DCU was dead ever since the Flash came out. When Core Sweat was announced as Superman, that's when I just knew, okay, new Superman. Here we go.
Yep,
New casting.
Weird thing. And people say, well, Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle's in a weird spot. It's either, I say as of right now, it's not part of the DCE. Blue Beetle is its standalone. It's doing its own thing.
Mhm.
And then when you want to tie it in, you can tie it in and it would work perfectly. That's the easy part about this one.
The one thing that I'm really hoping for is that James Gunn, it doesn't have to tie in with anything, but it'd be kind of cool to just get Aquaman a trilogy, just to give him his third one, because Aquaman deserves a trilogy.
Also on the DC and there's
Poncho.
Poncho's now in the mix now. Hello, Juan.
Ooh.
Hello, y'all.
We have all three heads of
Hello.
Cock here, and our amazing new cameraman up and coming John as well. Everyone is
Heck yeah, baby.
together. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What I miss?
We're talking quick thoughts on Aquaman, Lost Kingdom, because we haven't had a chance to talk about the movie yet. Juan. Todd's saying.
Running. Come on.
I'll take it. I'll accept it.
He spelled it wrong. Our editor, everybody, Todd Walsh.
Oh.
Whenever he texts me, he's always texting something wrong, and I have to guess what he's texting.
That's the fun of it.
I have to decode Todd half the time. It's not fun because it's usually him yelling at me.
Of course.
It's K. I go, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, whenever Todd says K to us, it's
You know you're in deep shit.
I'm counting monkey. Wait, what?
Oh, he's counting money.
Oh,
He's at the
money.
store right now.
Yeah, that's right. I was like, what does it mean he's counting?
I joined in at the right time.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did join it. Anyway, so let's keep the fun trend going of DC because you guys already reviewed Aquaman, so everyone already knows. your
I
thoughts.
saw it twice.
You saw it twice. Yeah, I wanted to see it twice. Just couldn't get around to go see it twice.
Once for me was enough.
We haven't reviewed. I guess we could talk about it because it's going to keep segueing into another thing, which is fun. This is going to be the Warner Brothers section of the video.
Uh-huh.
Wonka.
Wonka. Yeah. My
Come
last
get
film of
it.
20
And
Wonka was my last film of 2023.
My number 3 movie of last year was Wonka. I loved it. Not only that, but Todd made the movie experience so much fun.
Yeah.
I felt like a kid enjoying watching Willy Wonka, and just like the way how we would all dance to the music. It was a lot of fun. I had a great time.
Indeed.
One thing I was just disappointed by was, you have this franchise called Wonka, and as a kid, there used to be Wonka bars a long time ago, people, and
Adam
Yep.
wanted his Wonka.
I wanted a
bar.
freaking Wonka bar.
He wanted his Wonka bar. But
But
the text is, oh, they have to be coming back. I want a Wonka bar. They're coming back.
when the trailer dropped,
They're not coming back.
they're not coming back, sending an article and all that. I'm like,
Hell
Well,
no.
no matter what, I still had chocolate. But I had a blast with this movie. It's
Me
definitely an original. It's gonna be an original classic. It's gonna be one with Gene Wilder's Willy Wonka, and I know a lot of people don't like this one. It's kind of creepy, but I do like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I've loved all 3 Willy Wonkas actually.
I love the Johnny Depp Willy Wonka. That
Yeah, I
was
like
the
it too.
first film. That was the first Willy Wonka movie I ever saw
Watch that.
before Gene Wilder.
That one's fun, dude.
What did Todd say? Chocolate. Okay, he said chocolate. Everyone's in agreement.
Chocolate.
Fantastic. All right.
One of the best
So
movies of
let's
the year.
continue with the Warner Brothers trend because we're having fun today talking about Warner Brothers. Still having fun recapping you guys. We already talked about where we've been. We've talked a little bit about the past. Let's talk about the now. Let's talk about the future with Warner Brothers.
Mind if I
Yes,
bring up
sir.
a topic in this?
Yeah, yesterday. Yes, we'll get to yesterday. I'm sitting at work, minding my own merry little business. Researching some comics, getting ready for Travis. I hope I also grew up with Burtonverse, and I love it. It's Burtonverse, and I love it. Thank you, Travis. Thank you for tuning in today. Warner Brothers. So I'm sitting at work, minding my own merry little business, and I see a tweet that sends me into utter shock because it's been a big rumor going around for the past month. So if you guys have been living under a rock, Warner Brothers was supposedly running out of money and was broke. Right, correct. And then a tweet came out. Warner's interested in merging with Paramount or owning Paramount at the end of the day. Either way, it's a big shocker. It kind of sent a little wave through the industry. Those are entertaining that the Wonka bars we got in the store had Rice Krispies in them. I just wanted a regular chocolate bar.
So really,
We'll get back to the
really quick on that one. Go ahead.
talk about the chocolate.
Talk about the chocolate.
Talk
Okay.
about chocolate.
Okay,
I
so-
feel like you want to talk about the chocolate.
The chocolate. Okay, so Wonka a long time ago, they had the Rice Krispie ones, which were delicious. They had a graham cracker one, like a small one. It was phenomenal. They advertised them heavily when Charlie and the Chocolate Factory came out. They did a Wonka donut, which was just basically a chocolate donut with sprinkles on it. Then there was Gobstoppers. I mean, there was just amounts of Wonka when Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and just the disappointment for Wonka of all these wonderful candies that kids could have had, and it's freaking Christmas time. I could be enjoying a Willy Wonka bar. I could be getting a golden ticket and running around and turning into Augustus Gloop.
Oh, Augustus Gloop, the great big greedy nincompoop.
My sister could be Veruca. Decade.
No. Okay,
Not
Yeah,
that full.
let's get back to
Back to it.
Warner Bros.
Again, Paramount merger, them wanting to buy Paramount. That kind of like sideways through the industry. Now, we've talked about it. We think it's going to happen by the end of this year because another jaw-dropping article from I got the golden ticket. Another jaw-dropping.
You have a Wonka hat.
Yeah, Todd has the Wonka hats and a bucket. You got to.
You have a
but-
Wonka hat too, don't you, Lorenzo?
No, that's not mine. That's Todd. I took when I took a picture.
Oh.
But anyway,
Mad Hatter.
yeah, anyway, I'm scrolling through Twitter yesterday, and I see an interesting theory, and something interesting that's going to back up Warner possibly getting Paramount at some point. So, Tom Cruise has inked what might be the best deal, not the best deal, because he's not struggling for money, but it's going to help Warner. They have constructed a new partnership with him and his production company that for the foreseeable future, him and Warner Brothers are going to be making original movies together. So, where Tom Cruise kind of launched his career in the beginning with Warner, he is
Wasn't
now
it Top Gun that launched his career? Was it? Or Mission Impossible?
Risky business.
Risky Business was a Warner Brothers movie. We found
Risky
out.
business.
Oh.
So he started with Warner Brothers, then he went to Paramount. He's been at Paramount for the last two decades.
Yeah, decades, 90s to he would switch from Sony to Warner Brothers to Paramount to Universal.
But Paramount has been his home,
yes,
where all of his bigger movies have come out of. Tom Cruise running the movie.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's running the movie. So they inked this massive deal. It came out. Zaslav also came out with a statement saying, it's glad to have Tom Cruise back at home, where this company first launched his career, or kind of got him there, and now he's back, and they're going to make bigger, more original movies. And it's a fun time to be back in the movies with Tom Cruise. I feel like this deal is going to work out tremendously. If knowing Warner, they're going to give Tom Cruise all the support and control he wants. They're not going to interfere with him. He's still a box office name, although Mission Impossible didn't do so hot. And I know why. I understand why. There was a lot of movies that came out, but it was
Barbenheimer.
yes, it was in between Oppenheimer and Barbie.
and Tom Cruise was real. Tom Cruise begged Greta and Christopher Nolan to move, and it wouldn't happen because Tom Cruise wanted to take the IMAX screens, and it just didn't happen. There was no sharing. It was my movie comes out, so just because your name is Tom Cruise and you have full control of becoming the biggest box office, Barbie and Oppenheimer were the dominations of last year. But continue on with Tom Cruise.
But this is a good move for Tom. He's gonna have his own office. He's gonna have everything. It's basically gonna be he's gonna have all his own stuff on the Warner Brother lot in Burbank. And going back to what I said about Warner Brothers buying Paramount, I think that's kind of finalizing that Paramount's days might be a little numbered here. Because think about it, you just lost your golden boy. You lost your golden egg, golden goose guy. He gave you a $2 billion hit with Top Gun Maverick. He's done nothing but success with the Mission Impossible franchise. And now he's just moving to your competitor and inked what might be the biggest production deal in all of Hollywood right now. And like we said, we can now see Warner Brothers not even merging with Paramount, owning Paramount by the end of the year. Officially taking that. So then, what does this mean? I know people have questions. What might this mean? What does this mean for Hollywood? What does this mean for the movie industry? Well, it's really major. It's another merger / buyout. So think Disney buying Fox, but they're buying still a whole. I think Paramount has is it the oldest Hollywood studio?
It's one of the oldest Hollywood studios. Now, I mean, Fox used to be Warner Brothers and Disney, and Fox were the big. Or no, Warner Brothers and Disney and Paramount were the old ones. I mean, Sony Pictures is about to be celebrating 100 years this year too.
Yeah. But again, though, what this might mean is you're going to have Paramount IP if this does happen. under the Warner Brothers roof. So let's just a quick kind of, you're gonna have all of Nickelodeon under Warner.
Mhm.
You're gonna have Transformers, GI Joe under Nickelodeon, or not under Warner Brothers. Scream and all those horror movies under Warner Brothers. Star Trek, and they just announced a new Star Trek movie by the writers of Andor
Okay.
and the director. So Star Wars folks are going to be taking the helm at Star Trek. All this is good. I feel like if it's going to save Paramount, and we won't see Paramount go bankrupt, because that's what was happening with Fox.
Yeah.
Because Fox was on. I don't want to say it was running on its final days until Disney stepped in and bought them.
No one knew that Fox was actually going really out of business. It was Bob Iger just wanted the content for Disney Plus when it was launching.
Yeah, because he wanted all of Marvel back under one roof again. Prey has found success on Hulu. Alien is getting a revamp.
Alien is going to be coming out with a movie this
Movie
year.
and sequels next year. Getting a lot of stuff next year.
Comics,
everything. Because I know, Todd, if you're still here, you can comment on. You said Predator vs. Wolverine was pretty good.
I was waiting.
Wolverine vs. Predator, whatever it's called, something like that.
It's Predator versus Wolverine. I saw it in the comic store.
4 issues?
It's right now. It's 4. I'm waiting for it to finish, and I was going to pick up the whole trade.
I think it is. I think it's 4, and then it's going to trade.
Awesome. Look forward to that.
The other thing was, I know they just launched, I don't know if it was this week or last week. It was I think it's called Planet of the Apes comic just launched too.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they just launched that. I know 20th Century Studios just launched that comic.
The comics from Marvel with Alien and Predator have been pretty phenomenal success.
Yeah,
as I was roaming around the store today.
I actually have one of those Predator comics from Marvel.
I had the first Alien. I like the first. I like the Xenomorphs a lot, so I'm very excited for what happens with Alien.
Me too.
But anyway, back to the Paramount, all that stuff. Are you in favor for Warner Brothers buying Paramount?
So this just tells me that Warner Brothers is on the deal of buying Paramount, because when you take Golden Boy Tom Cruise himself, Maverick himself, you are literally probably just taking the studio at this point. Because if it's more and more, it's just sounding like Paramount is going to be bought by Warner Brothers. Is it a good thing? Oh well, it's just sad that there's not going to be a separate company. It's going to be two companies, just like Disney and Fox. But at the end of the day, no, this is a great idea. A long time ago, like Warner Brothers really wanted Tom Cruise to play Green Lantern. That was always a big rumor. So, but Tom Cruise and Warner Brothers makes sense. Tom Cruise went to see The Flash, went to see Barbie, went to see a lot of Warner Brothers movies. Zaslav has probably wanted Tom Cruise since he merged the company, since he got the company.
Yeah.
It's just perfect. I mean, Zaslav will listen to Tom Cruise, whatever he wants. If they're going to delay a movie, they're going to delay a movie. If he wants the whole 90 days in theaters, they're going to give him the whole 90 days in theaters. They're not gonna put it right on digital. They're gonna put it in theaters. It's gonna make its money back, and then goes from there. But the big question is this: we have 2 Mission Impossible movies that they're finishing up on, or no, one more, and then the talks of Top Gun 3.
Mm-hmm.
Are those gonna be the last 2 Tom Cruise movies
For Paramount?
from Paramount?
I say Mission Impossible. With Top Gun, we don't really know where they could go.
Yeah.
Then there is a
Mission Impossible finished filming, right?
It's
I'm pretty sure it
Reckoning.
did.
it got delayed. I think they were doing reshoots and it got delayed. So that's why
Okay.
Mission Impossible, the part 2, Dead Reckoning?
Dead
Dead
Reckoning.
Reckoning part 2 was supposed to come out this year, but it's coming out next year. So I think there's some reshoots
Yeah.
going on. But he's got another movie with Christopher McQuarrie, right? They're gonna do something with space. And so I'm wondering if David Zaslav and Tom Cruise have talked about that with Christopher McQuarrie making it a Warner Brothers movie. So, yeah. What are we thinking about this, man? It is basically
Hey, there
Yeah,
it is.
I got it to work. But sorry, what was the question, Adam?
The beautiful man himself.
so. The question is, do you think Warner Brothers has already bought Paramount at this point because they just got Tom Cruise?
You gotta
I'd say yeah.
read off in a minute. Actually, I'll pop that.
What do you think?
I'd say yeah. It helps them, or yeah, it's pretty likely that they're in the final talks. Also, you didn't say this, Lorenzo, but I guess it counts because you said Nickelodeon. They'd get Ninja Turtles too.
Yeah, Ninja Turtles, SpongeBob, you name it.
Cowabunga.
They would own.
Yeah,
Then I mean, then that means Cartoon Network can have a very big channel, but I feel like Nickelodeon's still gonna stay.
Yeah, they'll keep Nickelodeon.
But Warner Bros. Will own the two biggest kids networks, except for Disney. I think it's a good idea. As Todd was saying that he would rather have it merged with Universal. SpongeBob meets Batman.
Batman.
Read it. Let's get in the
We
comments.
want to see that.
I do.
Write that down.
Batman.
Aquaman meets SpongeBob.
There we go. That's a
That
story.
battle kind of did a fight between Aquaman and SpongeBob.
Why would SpongeBob just fight Aquaman? I feel
Be
like
kind of cool. It would be Mermaid. No, it'd be you know what? Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy meets Batman and Robin. Hear me out. And it's Adam West and Burt Ward's Batman and Robin
yeah, but they'd have to get all the audio clips compiled for the
for at least Adam West.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it's a great move. I mean, one, do you think that now there has probably been talks with James Gunn and Tom Cruise?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Like he's like, James Gunn for the most part is very likable, and I wouldn't put it past as they've talked with him and Cruise like, hey, you want to produce a DC movie for us or
You
something.
think that, or let's
Yeah.
talk about the big rumor again, Green Lantern. How cool would it be if Tom Cruise got to be an older Hal Jordan?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm noticing someone's getting yelled at later. My shield got scratched.
Shit.
There's color missing. Hold on. Breaking news in the world of my collection, so I don't like people touching my stuff.
Uh-oh. Was it Black Panther?
Well, that's color fading, I think. Maybe.
Let me
I'll
see.
flip it around so you
Brush
guys
it
can
off.
see. Yeah, look at that.
Yeesh.
Someone touched my stuff and the shield got messed up.
Oh shit.
Where do you hang out, Lorenzo?
Huh?
I was like, where you be hanging out?
I think it was just the New Year's party. People grabbing shit that I to like my new handy dandy trident.
Yeah, let's look. You finally
The
have it.
king.
The
I am
king.
the king.
See,
Yeah.
Not the
He's
other
the king.
fraud.
he's the king of the culture shock sea.
But yeah, I mean, I can try to wipe off the
No, I'll
marks
fix
on
it.
the shield.
It gives it cool battle damage.
I mean, I got another one if you need one.
Nah, I'm good. I don't need two shields.
Or I wanted to ask you, Adam, you brought DC and Tom Cruise. Do you think they could have him do like an Elseworlds?
I was thinking about with these Elseworlds where you could do. There's so much like we can
Yeah.
focus on the DC studios, and I know that's where it goes. But there's so many Elseworld stories we could do. How cool would it be if like a Tom, like this is gonna sound crazy, but how cool would it be if like Tom Cruise was like a different version of Hal Jordan, like a Kingdom Come Hal Jordan?
Yeah. I'd be down with that.
That'd be kind of cool.
And then, there's always been, I don't know where the talks were with this. I know James and Henry, they went out, but how cool would it be if, you do a Kingdom Come story, you have Tom Cruise as Hal Jordan. Tom Cruise is, as Jonah has, I don't mind that actually. Tom Cruise as Hal Jordan, Henry as Superman, Zachary Levi as Shazam, bring the hierarchy himself, who thought he was going to change the DCU, which he did,
The Rock.
brought it down, and then throw Michael Keaton as this older Batman. I think a great
Doing Batman Beyond. That'd be cool.
No, more of Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
More of Kingdom
I
Come.
think it's just as much as people want a Batman Beyond, which we'll get to that later in the
Yeah,
show. too.
Yeah.
As much as people want a live action Batman Beyond, but they've tried too many times. It's not working.
some great comics, dude.
Great comics,
Those are
great
great.
animated series. Leave it at that.
Yeah, I would rather see a Kingdom Come at this point, especially we have as Michael Keaton is aging and probably Sony ain't going to be treating him well. I would rather have Michael Keaton come back to DC where he belongs.
Who knows? Maybe you could fully adapt Tim Burton's Batman 3 if you really were crazy enough. There's scripts out there. From what we've heard, it's finished.
You could probably do. I'd be kind of cool if we did like a corrupted Hal Jordan, and we had like Kyle Rain, like we had a Kyle.
Parallax, yeah.
Yeah, we had a Kyle Rayner and a John Stewart.
Mhm.
That'd be kind of cool. But I kind of like Todd's idea too,
Yeah, Jonah Hex. Bring some characters that haven't seen the light of day in a minute.
because as a kind of a Western, that would be kind of cool.
Adam should play Jonah Hex.
Sure, why not? I'm down.
All right, let's keep this fun trend going of castings. We've had
Right.
two big confirmations the past few weeks, which we haven't talked about live. Which I've been dying to talk about these castings. First one up, still new. A lot of people are loving it. Was Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor?
Oh,
That was the first. That was the rumor casting, and I'm excited.
He lost out both Batman and Superman, so you know what? You just become the villain.
That's how it goes. That's how Tom Hiddleston went. Tom Hiddleston lost the role of Thor. Guess what? You're Loki.
Guess what? You're Loki. You're having fun. And the big one that now came up today, which I'll have to read off the names on the list, who are, in the talks and in the works, was I sent it to someone. I don't know what this is. Did something.
who could it be?
Hold on. This character, we know this movie is getting worked into now this year officially, which is also very fun.
Yeah.
We have a new screen testing has come out today for an audition. It looks like Amelia Alacock.
Yep.
I don't know if it's Amelia Jones, or it's Amelia Cock. Amelia Jones and Meg Donnelly will screen test for the role of Supergirl. Now I can try and bring up the pictures here a little bit. Let me see if I can work some magic here. Let's go to Yield, everyone's favorite, it's like Twitter or X, whatever.
Of course, you, Elon Musk.
The interwebs.
What do DCU? Oh, my boy, home of DCU updates. He's usually getting all the fun stuff out of the way. All right, now let's share the screen here. Present. Share screen. Okay. Will do. Okay. And these are the roles. We have
These are about 80.
Millie Alcock here. Amelia Jones. This is it's Meg Donnelly for the role of Kara Zor-El in there. So, what are we thinking about these?
Oh, okay. I thought the last one was the girl from Ant-Man Quantumania.
No, Catherine Newton.
Okay. I changed my mind. The last one.
The last one you're saying you want what's her name? Meg Donnelly?
Yes. There is a show called Suburgatory. There's an old Disney. There's like an ABC show. She was a great actress.
She was also on a few of the new Disney Channel movies, the Zombies.
Yeah.
Zombies.
She's perfect. She looks like the age.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she's probably about a couple years younger than David Corswet.
Yeah. Now let's look at who's the third or the second chick. It was Amelia Jones. So they said. So fun story about this one. This is what I found out today. She was in the running for Lois Lane.
She's absolutely gorgeous. I have to say right away.
I do have to say she's got the Lois Lane face. She's got the innocent, but she's going to be in your face and interviewing. But unfortunately, that went to Rachel Brown's hand, and she's perfect.
That's the
for role.
perfect.
Miss Mabel.
She could be possibly Supergirl.
She could possibly, if you dyed her hair blonde, probably.
Oh, I think that's the thing.
Yeah, they'll probably give her a year, have her die. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a one out of left field on her. If Gunn chooses to keep her around. I'm gonna
Okay.
throw. What about Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman or Batgirl.
Batgirl. You also have oh my god, there's another hero. It was on my thing. That's why I got the thought of it.
She may be smiley happy, but she could pull off some darkness. I bet she could pull a Raven.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
I think she got the
she's got
she
the
could do a
crazy.
sadistic smile.
She's got the crazy.
Yeah.
I'm still holding out on.
She could do that smile.
I'm still holding out on Margot Robbie. So that's still my thing.
Yeah. That'll be for later.
She could do Oracle, Batgirl. There's a lot of options. I feel like
Poison
she's,
Ivy.
She's
Poison-
probably, yeah.
Poison Ivy. That's a good one.
There's James Gunn has probably kept her for a reason. I bet there are other roles for her, but I bet
she could even do if they want to do a live action Renee Montoya,
can do
a
that
younger one.
younger. But
Yeah.
I feel like she's getting tested again as Supergirl. I wouldn't bet if she loses out on Supergirl, James will have a different role for her. Maybe a villain. As
Even
well.
Tuan, you're gonna laugh at this
Or
one.
Raven from
our a very loose friend of ours would say, I think she'd fit as Donna Troy.
As who?
could see her as
But
Donna,
yeah, I can see that.
I see her as Donna Troy. Or
Starfire.
yeah, Starfire.
Raven.
Starfire. Yeah, Raven was a good one. We said Raven. Or you know what? She could do what's the one they do the comic series on, the two chicks that are like dating in DC, like they've always just been together. Is it Fire or Ice?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, smoke.
I don't know which one would. Yeah, I know it's getting bad.
But did you guys say Selena Kyle or?
Oh, Cal.
It depends on it depends on the how old
Yeah, how
Batman is.
Batman is.
Okay, yeah, true.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I feel like she'll be back as a role if she doesn't get it. Now, we said Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
I think she would do a great Poison Ivy. I think this is I'm trying to enhance it. I think she could do Poison Ivy.
You're good. Keep going.
So if you guys don't know, in my household, my mother's currently, I think, like steaming the stove at the moment, so it's got a little smoky over here.
I ain't crying, trust me.
But she's got the Power Girl look.
So
Ooh.
she got Power Girl look. She's also got Gwen look all over that one. I remember her cast. I remember people photoshopping her as a Gwen Stacy. She definitely would be a Supergirl type. But if you want to go young Power Girl, then yes. Another one would be Black Canary.
Ooh, hers black. I see her as Black Canary actually.
Black Canary.
But you still have to remember how old is Oliver Queen gonna be in this.
Yeah, it all depends on
So
how casting is.
it's all.
What's it called? We haven't brought up a Stargirl.
Stargirl, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, there's that last one, the McDonald. Yeah, I could see her as Kara.
Yeah.
100%. I think she's got my vote.
It's definitely gonna be her, but it might end up being that second choice.
She's got the her and the second one have the if you read Woman of Tomorrow, if you've seen Legion of Superheroes, because I think she voices the Tomorrowverse Kara.
I have to look.
I think she's the voice. If I'm not wrong, I might be wrong, but I think she's the voice of Kara. I'll check right now. I've heard someone say she's the voice of Kara, and I was like, that makes sense.
Well, then you got the next. Then you got two.
Let's see. Who is she? Yeah, she's Kara.
Bet
So,
she'd be good. I mean, she plays her. I mean,
oh, Yuri did mono. I didn't even know that. That's funny.
It's in good hands with Warner Bros. So.
Yeah.
yeah,
so-
it was like it would be with Backles, like if they ever
Yeah,
did
that-
Batman.
that first and second one, the first two, they're the second choice and the third choice that was on the list. They have, if you ever look at Supergirl, she has a very innocent face.
Mhm.
She's always innocent, but she's got the rageful face. Like whenever she gets mad, I feel like they could. I feel like the one, I'm not like trying to like shame girl. Like she's got like the pistol. Like for Kara, you need the very innocent sense of her. Because here's the thing: she's on Earth. She never she's so new to everything. She's always just trying to make the world better.
Mhm.
But as soon as she gets pissed off, she's got that anger face.
There's the
That's the Supergirl that we need.
the Then we're looking at the Batman, Superman, Apocalypse animated movie. That was a great one. And then the Little Girl Lost from Superman the Animated Series. Those would probably be some of the best descriptions. Juan, John, we'll go around the table. Who are we choosing? Who are we looking at?
Well, see, the one I'm most familiar is with Megan. What's her last name? Meg.
Donnelly.
Not only yeah. So and like you said, she's got that like Supergirl look right out of the gate, and it helps that she's voiced her already. So
Yeah,
that's my pick.
So she
Yeah,
already knows Kara.
I agree with you, Juan. I'm gonna go with her too.
Everyone shoot Locken and Megan Donnelly, I think, is the choice. Well, here's the funny thing. Someone put something up today too, even before you got here. She liked something.
Like
So
okay.
they're
Ooh.
campaigning for her already, and I think Gunn says he listens to the fans. I think if he listens and trusts the fans on this one, it will go to Megan Donnelly.
Yeah.
But again, we can say all we want about casting. At the end of the day, it comes down to who Gunn deems fit for the role, who he trusts, and who he knows can act their heart out and give us the best interpretation of these characters that we've never seen before.
Like I told you earlier, let Gunn cook.
Yeah, he's gonna cook. I've been telling people
He's gonna
all week. I was like,
stories of
so
DC.
this is another thing me and Juan like to talk about. This is why I've kind of just stayed off doing a live for a minute. The comic book community, this is just everyone, the comic book movie community more specifically, is very toxic right now. It is in the worst place it could possibly be. And it just, for some reason, they keep getting lower, and steaming lower. And it's all because I get the damn thing I bought today. It's all because, and I'll show you what movie it's all because of. It's a certain community.
I want to see this.
I have no problem calling them out because they've pissed me off over the years. They've pissed me off over the years. It's all because of this damn movie.
Let me see.
Steelbook
Justice League.
Zack Snyder.
Snyder's Justice League.
The Snyder Cult. So I had an interesting conversation. If you watch my Twitter over the week, I tend to watch what I say. People who know me, people who are friends with me, know I really don't like Christopher Nolan. I say sometimes he has a pretty... He needs to be put in check sometimes. He tries to wear this crown like he's always the fucking king of cinema, and I was like, listen, you talk a lot and you put yourself on a pedestal. Please, sit back down. You made an explosion in real life. Cool, I could do that in the bathroom in 5 minutes.
Or Jay.
Or Jay, or Geek. Just man sent us a snap of him in the bathroom today, so who knows what was going on in the bathroom. But anyway, I had a chat with a lot of people, Cody, Jay, Blue, basically everyone in the DC community about this. If you know me well enough. I do not like the Dark Knight.
Yes, that is true. We know that.
I stand by this statement. The statement will not change. I think the movie is, all you ever hear anyone talk about is the villains. It's always the villains. It's never about Batman. It's never about Gordon. It's never about anything else. Take Ledger out. The movie is dog shit. It's one of the worst Batman movies. And that's saying a lot because we did a redubbing of Batman and Robin. But then again, that movie is laughably bad because you can laugh and have fun with that.
Or, like I said, I turned it into a 60s Batman.
We morphed it into something. But we are talking, and like I told people, I don't dislike them as a person. I don't dislike Nolan as a person. I don't dislike Snyder as a person. I really don't dislike Snyder as a director. It's his writing that's ass. And if you watch these movies more than enough, you'll know the writing in his movies and Snyder's movies are not great. And that's what me and Jay and Cody were talking about yesterday. Flashy director can do the best shots known to mankind. Like Batman vs. Superman when it's Doomsday. I know everyone doesn't like Doomsday in the movie. But Doomsday and Superman like shooting the laser at each other. That's a sick,
right out of the comic book.
Yeah, that's a sick shot.
Or the taking of the shot of the Dark Knight Returns Batman
with the lightning bolt.
I love
and
it.
then Doomsday with the thing. The Trinity standing there.
Mm.
It's got good shots. Story-wise, the movie's ass. And, this person then started talking to Rebel Moon. I haven't seen Rebel Moon yet. You haven't seen
Neither have
Rebel Moon.
I.
You don't want to watch it.
Juan, did you watch Rebel Moon?
Yeah,
You don't want to watch
Quick,
it.
well, all right, quick, Juan. Say, well, how was Rebel Moon?
it was very dull. Like I
There
felt
we
like I was wasting
I-
time.
I saw the
Dude.
honest trailer. I don't want to watch this.
I kind of want to watch it just to see what we all thought it was gonna.
I don't like anything Zack Snyder has put out since Zack Snyder's Justice League.
I think his version of Justice League is his best movie.
Yes, it is.
I mean,
It's
yeah, don't get me wrong.
But
It is.
it's the best movie.
And I
this
haven't
is-
seen it. You said you didn't like Army of the Dead, Lorenzo?
Oh,
Or,
I hated that movie.
I couldn't get through it. I had. To
I haven't
turn
seen it yet.
I was getting bored.
Army of Dead was whatever the one his last Netflix. A lot of his Netflix stuff ain't that good. Oof, that's bad.
And anyway, this person tried telling me, they sent me a Rotten Tomatoes article of the whole thing. Like, okay, first you don't pay attention to Rotten Tomatoes, now you pay attention. Make
No.
up your. It's whenever
Okay, anyone with half a brain can tell at this point that Rotten Tomatoes is a horrible, irrelevant website.
So they said, look, these are the best films in the past 25 years. The first top 3 films were Nolan films.
Which ones?
It was The Dark Knight,
okay.
Inception, and Interstellar.
Okay, Interstellar. It's Cocaine Cloud. Inception is a great movie because it has different twists and turns, and the ending actually leaves you hanging, and you can keep guessing the ending, and then you don't like it. It's one of my favorite movies. I like The Dark Knight. It's childhood to me. It was my first Batman movie. Like I saw multiple times.
Mhm.
It still doesn't leave me dry. I like watching them every year with my dad.
I told someone this. In the 3 hours we saw, Robert Pattinson did a better job as Batman.
Oh yeah,
than Christian Bale.
100%
Don't get
agree.
me wrong.
Like, his Bruce needs some work, but we barely saw his Bruce. So that's a different story.
I like Michael Caine. I like Gary Oldman. I like Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne.
But Christian
Morgan
Bale,
Freeman.
Batman, dude. he's
Morgan
so
Freeman.
actable at that point.
He was trying to do something different. The voice, everyone.
Where's the trigger?
Yeah,
Yes, the voice.
it's the voice.
Where's the trigger?
It's the
He's stabbing.
it's the
Oh my god.
it's the cougher's voice. It's the cigarette voice. I mean, we all probably did it when we were kids,
Dude, when
know.
we went to go see- when they brought it back for Batman Day, it was
day.
me, his friend CJ, and our buddy Toby sitting at the end of the row cracking jokes about the Dark Knight.
It's just really cool to see. I mean, you enjoyed seeing it on the big screen.
Yeah, because I never had the privilege to see it on the big screen. So at least I got to say I saw it on the big screen, and at least I can say, I always like movies better on the big screen.
Mhm.
I think when I just watch them at home, I get bored sometimes. That's why I don't
feel
think
that.
Dark Knight. Because I always overwatched it at home,
It's true.
and you can like.
I can vouch for him. It's true. He will get bored of a movie. I could be into a movie, but if he gets bored, I'm gonna hang out and talk to him, but I'm gonna try to pay attention to the movie.
Bro
Like,
would be snoring.
Like
the first
I
5
have
minutes.
to attempt to watch because I kind of want to go see the new one. I have to attempt to watch Dune that by myself, and it's either I'm gonna fall asleep or get bored of Dune.
Or I'm gonna be forced to go watch it. And
Well, I was already gonna text you say, "Hey, do you want to watch Dune before Part 2 comes out?"
That's
So it
fine.
gives us something to watch. And I was telling people because you're kind of indifferent about this, but your dad agrees with me. Same with Man of Steel. Has great shots. It's just written dull and boring. Like nothing happens.
I like Man of Steel. I like the take on it. Is it more of like a Christopher Nolan Superman movie?
Yes.
It is
Yes.
because
He
definitely
wrote it.
definitely Christopher Nolan had input on all the whole DCEU to begin with, casting Ben Affleck instead of bringing Christian Bale back. Henry Cavill as Superman is probably one of the greatest choices, but I mean, I have a lot of hope for David Corzett. A lot.
On the Henry Cavill note, I love Henry Cavill's Superman.
Oh, yeah.
I do not like his Clark Kent.
We didn't ever see. I don't ever think we saw. We saw a little bit of Clark Kent, but that was it. It wasn't the bumbling, goofy Clark Kent
Yeah.
that we all know. And I hope
Saw him
David.
in BVS. That was
We
it.
saw him. He was very serious. I can't. The thing is, I'm really hyped for Superman Legacy. Probably we'll talk about
Yeah, we'll talk about that in another episode. Maybe we'll come back in a month when the next issue of Ultimate Spider-Man comes out, which we'll get to that in a few minutes because we're at the 15-minute mark. But just to keep this a little short, one person's opinion, I was talking to the person. You know a troll or Snyder stand when you see one, and they're all still campaigning for this Ayer cut. And here's what I said now, because one, I love when we first met. I love the Snyder cut. I love that Justice League film. You love the Justice League film. I love the Justice League film. John likes the Justice League.
Built a
Everyone likes
it built a friendship.
It built a friendship. It built a friend group. That's what we were for. But now you're taking it one step further, and this is when I kind of wanted to call the person out. Oh, well, our cult raised money, or our group raised money for charity. That's fine. But don't use that as an excuse now, thinking they owe you all these movies in this dead universe. Like, they don't owe you the Ayer cut. They don't owe you shit at this point. Like they said, what is it? Suicide Squad. The first Suicide Squad is what, 7 years old now?
To believe it or not, yeah, it is.
They don't. David Ayer. Listen, what happened to him? It sucked. I know it sucked. I'm not going to be heartless on that. Studio interference sucks ass when you get your whole thing taken away. But they don't owe you a certain movie just because you demand it, and now you're threatening people for it.
There's no point of demanding. There's no point of threatening because it's a movie.
The Snyder Cut is the one exception in history where literally hours of this movie was cut, and it was already done, and it was edited and done. The stuff with Suicide Squad, I think it's barely shot. It's not all there. It was just talked about scenes and concept art. It's not as big as, the Justice League. And that's where we get back to Rebel Moon. Someone tried to say, oh, well, it did this, but, critics and audiences already said Rebel Moon was kind of ass. And then they said, the director's cut. I go, listen, the director's cut is fine with Justice League, again, because it was already, we knew stuff existed from it. We knew it was finished. We knew it was in the Warner Brothers vault. Why do you have to make, at a company that is not interfering with your product, why do you have to make two different versions?
You don't have.
Because they want to replicate the success of they want to replicate. Bring it back. They want to replicate this part, the Zack Snyder's part. So basically saying Rebel Moon is our movie, but then there's Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon. That doesn't need to happen. You are not going to get the same outcome Justice League got. First of all, that is a DC IP and the most famous comic team to exist next to the Avengers, for fuck's sake. You are not going to get that same success marketing from a new IP and a streaming company that no one really kind of licks anymore with Netflix. I mean, they like Netflix, but their originals are not where they should be. And that's just coming from me. And that's where we had the giant talk of. And it's just, they don't owe you cuts. They don't owe you director's cuts. We get it. Zack Snyder is known for director's versions. But with a movie like Rebel Moon, it shouldn't have been an hour. It should have just been the full product right there.
It's Netflix. It's supposed to be a Netflix. It's supposed to be.
They're sabotaging the movie before.
Yeah.
There's no point of Zack Snyder to release another uncut. This ain't the movie theaters. This is Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
You can release a 5-hour documentary about someone getting murdered, and people are gonna watch it. They're gonna pause it, but they're gonna watch it. Mm-hmm. There's no point of cutting this movie because the thing about Zack Snyder's movies is they cut Zack. I don't know who cuts them, but they don't cut them right. They always cut that one key missing scene, and it doesn't make any sense, and it's just short, and people get bored with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you turn it off. And then you have the Snyder cults that say, no, that's not the real version. Well, the version that they're giving you is the version that the public's going to see. So at the end of the day, Netflix should be able to play the whole cut, not the shortcut, the whole cut.
Don't do part 1, part 2, and then release the director's cut for part 1.
Because at the end of the day, you still are going to have the Snyder cult with Justice League and the David Ayer and all those. Really, at the end of the day, no matter how much you approve Rebel Moon and Army of the Dead or Army of Darkness, whatever one it is, at the end of the day, you're still gonna have this toxic Snyder cult that are gonna say, well, that DC, well, Zack should still be doing DC. Zack's done. Zack's moved on.
He's done. He's happy. He's
Same
doing-
with David Ayer. He recently said he's done fighting. Yeah.
David Ayer's done as much. Now, I'm a guy that does not like the Suicide Squad. He knows it. He knows it very
I'm
well.
like half and half about it. I like the characters. I don't like the story.
Unfortunately, I have to have a drink when I'm watching this movie.
We did it.
Jay loves it.
Jay likes it over the Suicide Squad.
So, but Suicide Squad is the teaser trailer. I looked like I was promised something different than what I got, and at the end of the day, that is probably the last cut I want to see. I don't even want to see the Schumacher cut. The Schumacher cut it's just deleted scenes in Batman Forever. But
I do think though those scenes with the Schumacher cut, it does change the tone of the movie, and that's why I'm curious to see it, because I did watch and you suggested to me. I'll send them to you, John. I'll send them to you. It's a great insight of how when you direct a movie, what studios always ask. Batman Forever was, we're shooting a cartoon. Cartoonism. You're in a cartoon.
oh, that's Batman and Robin.
No.
That's Batman.
No.
Oh,
Batman Forever was, you're in a toy commercial. Tom Cruise running on Godzilla's back, the Great Wall of China.
Tom Cruise should be on freaking.
King Kong slides across the city on some banana peels in his underwear. What the hell, Travis?
But
No,
yeah, Schumacher says you're shooting a cartoon.
that's no. So that
Batman
one,
and Robin was, we're shooting a toy commercial.
Yes,
It's
okay.
a toy commercial. And Schumacher goes, we try to go a little dark, and then we try to go light. He goes, but if we, after Batman and Robin, if we did another one, I'd go back to doing a dark movie.
and it is dark. Trust me,
Batman Triumphant.
I
is out there.
have read the script. It's very good. It's different takes. So
Mhm.
yeah, you never know. If I never know.
Which I will say, I've never seen Batman Forever enough until I started hanging out with this man right here.
Right.
And then I started watching it more. And I said, you know what? I see the appeal why you like this movie. It's still got its dark tone with its humor. And it's a more psychological movie.
It's a movie. It's one of the best. It's one of the best movies because when we think of the GOAT movies at the time, it was Dark Knight, Mask of the Phantasm,
Tom Cruise and a few good monsters.
Batman Returns. Batman Forever has always been under the radar,
Yeah.
and to me,
It's the underrated one.
Val Kilmer's Batman's about duality, and
Very underrated.
it's very underrated. God, how cool would it be if Batman and Robin was just I get my hands on that movie. I'd love to make Batman Forever.
Well, Val Kilmer as Batman, he's very underrated. The movie.
Here is our first new. We have Mr. Asian Adam.
Options on T Swift and Deadpool 3.
Opinions on Taylor Swift and Deadpool 3.
Hmm.
You know,
Oh yeah, I didn't hear that rumor.
Whoop-de-doo. She's going to be in the fucking movie. We already know about this. I told people when Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, and Sean Levy were at the Chiefs game. Oh, they're not talking to her about Deadpool.
I just want to take it.
You not know comic book nerds? We already know shit before it's going to happen. I told people, I go, watch her be in this fucking movie.
All I want.
She's best friends with Blake Lively. She's I don't think she's Dazzler. I think she's gonna be Lady Deadpool, and they're gonna kill her off like right away.
Cool. Yeah.
Because here's what I've heard about Deadpool 3. It's the Spider-Man No Way Home of the original X-Men trilogy. Meaning it's only gonna involve X-Men, X2, and Last Stand. Everything else, you don't have to pay attention.
All I
That's
care
not gonna
about is I get a ticket, I get my seat, I get my popcorn.
I
I
get
don't
to see
have to
Hugh
hear
Jackman and Ryan
40
Reynolds.
You know
Yeah.
what? The Swifties can have their own private theater, lose their minds, tear out their eyes, all the excitement they want. See Ryan Reynolds all naked, scream, but I just want to be sitting down with some popcorn, watching this movie, and everyone needs to shut up. Thank you. Because haters are gonna hate.
Rose made his stand.
One Piece Swift and Deadpool 3.
Hate you.
Sir, that was not your opinion. That was a statement of you're just gonna get popcorn and watch a damn movie.
Okay.
Your opinions on Taylor Swift and Deadpool 3.
No, she could, you know what? To me, she's dad. To me, I'm gonna agree with Todd. She's Dazzler because she was supposed to be an X-Men Apocalypse, and Taylor Swift base freaked out. And then, well, the funny joke was people went to see the movie and she wasn't there, and I thought that was funny. But her as Dazzler, I mean, she's perfect for the role. Do I just want to see her. Maybe if she gets shot, cool.
All right, that's a good segue into the Marvel section here. Bring out the books. Let's talk some Ultimate Spider-Man, folks.
Hell yeah.
All right, bring me.
That's why we
the
talked.
first
So
movie.
let's go.
All right, if you guys don't know, back in 2000, so 24 to 23 years ago at this point.
Gee, thank you for making me feel old.
No problem. Anyway,
No, we all
Immortal.
feel old.
had
Ha.
an amazing Spider-Man story by Brian Michael Bendis come out. Ultimate
Right.
Spider. So you put that over there. It's a great. I always suggest if everyone wants to read Spider-Man, I suggest pick up the original Ultimate Spider-Man. Ultimate Spider. Now bring me what came out today. It's a new comic issue.
Please don't hurt my comic.
All right, I'll bring it back. We're Blessed from the Heavens by Jonathan Hickman.
Oh God, yeah.
Ultimate Spider-Man #1.
It's
Years later.
so
So let's talk about the non-spoiler stuff because he's not ready yet. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
What a comic book. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get into comics, you want to read Spider-Man, and you love Spider-Man, now is a good time to start with Spider-Man. But don't ask for Amazing Spider-Man because we don't care about that piece of shit. This Ultimate Spider-Man is the book you want to start reading. One, it's Peter Parker, and I'm saying this getting chills because, we kept seeing it, and I wanted to read it to believe it. It's Peter Parker happy. He is happy. He's married to MJ. He has 2 kids called May and what's the other?
May and
Is it Benjamin?
no, it's May and it's
What are the kids' names? It's Ben. Not Ben. What's his dad's name?
Oh yeah. Give me 1 second.
Oh, yeah.
Richard.
Richard and May Parker are the kid. Yep, Richard.
Thank you, Todd.
Thank you, Todd. Thank you, Richard.
Thank you, Todd.
So it's him being happy now.
How many times can you say Richard?
So, reading it starts off in beauty, incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Middle is a holy shit twist. Then it gets to the we're in for something great with this fucking comic. So I guess without spoiling, let's get into spoilers. All right, so it picks up 22 years later. If you guys don't know, there was another comic event called Ultimate Invasion, where the maker, I think that's Reed Richards of the Ultimate Universe, Mr. Fantastic, wiped everyone's mind and took away their powers and started a new universe. He kind of rebooted the Ultimate Universe. And there's no Miles, no one. It's starting fresh. It's a fresh, clean start of this Ultimate Universe. It's completely new. All these comics coming out are basically #1, restarting that universe, which is fun. Spider-Man. It shows the older Peter Parker. He's getting ready for his day. He's married to MJ. They're happily married. Again, they have Richard and May as their kids, both male and the boy and little girl. He goes into the office. He's working at the Daily Bugle. All we hear is a Parker, and it's J. Jonah Jameson saying, "Oh, hey, Peter." Walks past him, and you're going, "Huh, J. Jonah Jameson being nice to Peter. That's
Weird.
That's weird. That's the weird. That's not the weird part." The next panel shows Editor-in-Chief Benjamin Parker. Uncle Ben is alive and well in this universe. He's Peter's boss. And J. Jonah Jameson and Benjamin Parker are best friends. And my heart, I had to go back a page to make sure I read it right, and I wasn't imagining things. When I tell you, when you write J. Jonah as a nice guy, you will get a warm feeling in your heart because he cares for Peter in this book.
He does.
He's like loves Peter in this book. And Uncle Ben's alive and well. He's running the Daily Bugle. Robbie is still in the thing too. So it's all the nice cool Betty Brant's in this for a quick minute. The person who
owns Daily Bugle is kind of cool.
Oh yeah, the person that. Oh, we'll get to that in a minute. So we see Uncle Ben's alive and well. J. Jonah Jameson's working under him as just a regular reporter,
Yeah.
kind of. It's having fun with it. Like, with the Jonathan Hickman was just like, you know what? Let's do something different. You don't really see a lot of Spider-Man in this book. We'll get to that.
That's the crazy part of the whole thing is you're reading this book and you're like, where's Spider-Man? You're enjoying this. You're like, this is great.
We learn also in doing the reboot of the Ultimate Universe with the Maker, Tony Stark did something. He's a lot younger in this universe. He's a teenager.
Well, Ultimate Iron Man is.
He does something. I don't know if he set off a bomb or something. I was still trying to figure something. Might have to go look up Ultimate Invasion just to go read it to see what happened. But we learned Aunt May was killed. And it's all them at this little gathering for the memorial. They lost. And there's another fun cameo in this book. And it's none other than Matt Murdock as Father Murdock. He is a Catholic Church priest.
Which makes
perfect sense, because his dad, Daredevil was he's Catholic in the comics, he's very Christian, We see him when he's, hurt in season 3. He's back at his little orphanage church in the basement, He's always going to church, repenting his sins, like even in that first season. Like, it's pretty cool. And then, that's not even the crazy part. Now, let's get to who owns the Daily Bugle. I'll have you talk about that.
That was pretty interesting. So J. Jonah Jameson decides to quit.
Mhm.
And so the board wants Ben Parker to become the head of the company. The person that owns the company is none other than Wilson Fisk.
The Kingpin owns the Daily Bugle.
And proper businessman. He's got that evil smile. So it's kind of like, all right, what's going on here? The next part of it is that there's this friendly talk between Ben and J. Jonah Jameson, like they're like best friends, almost like
They both quit. They both quit the Daily Bugle.
They both quit.
They're chilling at the bar with no name. That was another part of my favorite part of the story. They're talking. These two are going to start their own newspaper company and promise to not tell lies.
Yep.
They want to tell the truth and be truthful because Wilson Fisk, like always, he's always wants to hide the truth.
and he's corrupted. So
He's corrupted. But then, not only Wilson Fisk getting in his limo ready to drive away, ready to be a villain like always, gets boom blown up into oblivion. It's no other than a new goblin shows up.
it's a new Green Goblin, and so the pretty cool thing is that it also when they were talking about with Pastor Murdoch, he introduced his son, Harry Osborn. We find out that Norman and his wife passed away same time as May Parker. So there's the thoughts of
Was that Harry or was that Norman?
No, that was Harry.
Oh,
Norman died.
Oh yeah, Norman and the mother died.
Yeah, Norman and Harry's
wife.
mom died.
Yeah. Okay.
So, right away it's going to be, introducing Osborn, or like, okay, we see the goblins, like, okay, cool. Number one, I like the Green Goblin outfit. I think it looks cool. Reminds me definitely of the old Tobey Spider-Man suits when you look at it.
Yeah. But then again, he has a talk with see if we can get that image up. We'll be careful about that. But it's very like old Willem Dafoe kind of. We can get it without the glare.
You're bending my pages.
I'm not trying to bend it. I can get you.
Yay!
It's not sold out. It's, and then there's a talk of Peter talking with Uncle Ben, saying, he's trying to say, is he happy? He's got everything he ever wanted, yada yada, but he feels like there's something missing.
They will screw it up. Oh,
How do you think they'll screw it up? I don't think Hickman's going to screw it up.
there's gonna probably be some kind of stupid twist to it. I have a feeling.
Well, I have a feeling, but then again, I think they're trying to get Spider-Man sales back up. So I don't care if the twist comes 20 issues later.
That's fine.
Just let us be happy and have fun right now. That's all that matters.
All I know is Gwen Stacy will come back as Carnage again.
If she does, I'll be shocked. I don't think I'd mind it.
Okay, to the comic.
Yeah, so it's he tells Uncle Ben something's missing. And Uncle Ben tells him, well, if you think something's missing, It's time to wake up.
So I really like that theme. Now that's that's a theme that we can all relate to. There's always going to be something missing in our lives, and I think we want to do something incredible. And there's definitely that feeling. And so I really like this Peter Parker. He's older. He's got everything: family, job. Uncle Ben's alive. Thank God. He's got everything. But if there's something wrong with you, and that there's that missing piece of you.
So then, as he's doing that, like missing, but then as he's talking,
Those are dream bubbles.
So as he's talking with Mary Jane, he said, I need to know if I do this, you'll still be with me. And she goes, of course I'll still be with you. We're married.
And there's the thing, a supportive girlfriend. Ever heard of that?
Girlfriend. Never heard of that out of Mary Jane. That was a shocker here, folks. But MJ tells him, hey, I quit my job. I started my own company. You supported me. We've kept this family going. We've done all that. She goes, we'll still love each other. Nothing's going to change. And she goes, promise me nothing's going to change. He goes, he always said never. They kiss, they have a little romantic. Makes you go, oh, well, damn, I wish I had this in life. And then she walks away. She goes, I know the choice you'll make. It will be a good choice. Go get him. I said, we are going off, Lily. Let's go. So Peter goes up to the roof. We see the message from Tony Stark. Hey, I sent this from 6 months in the future. You're a hero. You're supposed to get bitten by a spider. In this little orb is the spider that's supposed to bite you. If you don't want to do this, I'm not forcing this on you. The world needs heroes. You get to be something more like this, something that you forgot you lost.
That was going to say that was pretty cool. Was you were taken away from being this great superhero that is going to make inspire people. Instead, have this. So it's up to you if you want this.
Mm-hmm.
The cool chill about this whole thing is when you're reading it. Number one, I think of it as like an animation or a movie. I heard the Danny Elfman Spider-Man theme at the end, or when
we'll get to that real quick. Well, I'll wrap up though, and then you can go off and do because I gotta go to the bathroom. But the best part about this comic was he's sitting on the roof, he's thinking about it, and then he's ready to do it. He's ready to become this hero, and it flips to the panel that we saw on the last page. MJ going, go get him, Tiger. He busts open the capsule. He's bitten, and boom, the spider suit comes up. Now, here's the part everyone's theorizing and just going nuts for. The spider suit we see, it's just a black suit. No white logo, no nothing. So now everyone's thinking, because we had different covers of Ultimate Spider. So we'll show this cover real quick. So there's this cover. But with other books of this variant, there's a Ben Reilly cover and there's a 29.99 cover.
And there's this cover.
Yeah. So now what they're thinking is with this Ultimate Spider-Man is he's going to be pulling costumes from other worlds.
Ooh.
Like going around, swinging maybe around as 2029, Ben Reilly, black suit, and just the regular. But I think he's going to get the regular red and blue suit. But I think they're saying there might just be a page where he's flipping through like a device that like fabricates all the different costumes like from all the different Spider-Man.
So it'll be almost like the Spider-Man, like the PlayStation Spider-Man with all the suits.
Yeah. Like where he's trying to figure out like which one he wants.
It's probably definitely this costume is different compared to this one.
Yeah, compared to this beautiful, grotesque, weirdly designed teenager.
Flip the.
Oh yeah, there you go.
It's better.
Beat this one. Focus. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, you've read it, Todd. If you're still watching, you've read it. What would you rate it out of 10?
Oh, it's been a long time since I've read a really good comic. The last comic I really liked that was that good, of course, was World's Finest, but House of X and Powers of X, which is written by Jonathan Hickman. Hickman knows how to write. Knows how to write the Fantastic Four. He knew how to write the Avengers. If I remember correctly, that's one of Todd's favorite Avengers line. Stories was Avengers. Hickman knows his Marvel. He can never do wrong.
How would you rate this first issue into a new?
First issue,
ushering in a new era of Spider-Man stories.
I'm gonna go a 9. I want to see more.
Giving it a 10. I loved it.
Yeah, I figured that
for a first issue. If you can blow me away like that in your first issue, and I already know where you're gonna head and what you're gonna do with this book, it's a fucking 10.
It,
And like I told him,
Yeah.
I've stepped away from reading Marvel for a while. I haven't been happy with Marvel. Just in movies and comics in general, they've just been pissing me off. So I took a break from reading Marvel comics. I've been reading more DC comics, which are pretty good. I think if Todd were here too, he'd recommend pick up some Dawn of DC books because they have some really fun books. Titans is especially good. I read the first 2 issues, but that was ones I bought last year and I never got a chance to get around to read them. It's a kind of like a future murder mystery with Brother Blood.
I don't know much about Titans.
I'll let you read them. I have them over there sitting. There's that. I have to start Batman Brave and the Bold.
I like that one. That was pretty good. That because it ties in with Batman and Robin. That was pretty good. There were 2 Batman stories. Batman Brave and the Bold has a very creepy Joker scene. I will not lie to you. It is terrifying, and I remember Ryan saying it's terrifying.
Green Lantern is really good.
That was yours.
Shazam is pretty good. You like Superman?
Superman and Batman were probably the best to me so far. I know you like Shazam. I know you raved about Green Lantern. And
Green Lantern had the best reveal in this book.
I liked the first issue. I remember I read it here.
It was, we see Hal Jordan back.
Yeah.
It was a long time since we've had a Hal Jordan comic in a minute, which is really cool. And, it's been out for the year, so I'm just going to talk about that one thing. So, for that end of the show, we'll wrap up, maybe say when we're coming back next. Some highlights in the culture shock where we're going. But real quick, it's Hal Jordan. This villain is attacking, oh my God, what is it? It's Coast City.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Where's Hal Jordan City? It's Coast City, right?
Central City.
No, it's Flash.
The Flash.
I think it's Coast City, right? For Green Lantern. That's where Hal Jordan hangs out, is Coast City a lot. But there's a shot and the villain's just beating the shit out of him. And he goes, "Bud, you must not know who I am. I'm Hal Jordan." And the guy goes, "Well, what's that supposed to mean?" And all of a sudden you see a pew, pew, like a light just come flying out of the panels, and it pops onto his finger. He goes, "I'm the Green Lantern." And I went, sold on this story. I am sold on this book right now. It's like, that was the greatest welcome back Hal Jordan from being evil, doing whatever. This is not a fuck you story to him. It's Hal Jordan's story. He is back.
Dawn of DC.
My favorite part of Shazam, Dawn of DC, was he's sitting on a T-Rex telling him his life story. And that was like my favorite part. I was like, everyone's gonna do it. It's Shazam. Superman. Talk about Superman.
Superman's a lot more fun, more friendly. Anyone could pick that one up. I don't really I just remember reading it once, and I was like, okay, this is a good welcome back. The villains, I believe Parasite. I remember from our correctly, Parasite was the villain in it. That's all I can remember. All I remember was it's just the artwork is phenomenal.
It's all Dan Mora doing. Like, I think he's doing Shazam, Superman. I think he's doing Batman. I don't know for sure. Who's doing World's Finest? Is that Mark Waid? No,
Mark Waid's doing.
He writes. I forgot who's doing the art. I think it's Dan Mora who's doing it. Dan Mora is like booked with DC right now. He's constantly doing artwork.
If we're talking about DC Comics, my recommendation is World's Finest.
He's been raving it to me, and I have to get.
I have the first 2 solid graphic novels. I love the scene. It reminds me of the old Batman and Superman adventures when I would watch them on Kids WB when I was a kid. So there's those, and I was enjoying this Kingdom Come. I'm a big Kingdom Come fan. I'm enjoying the take on it of Kingdom Come Batman meets Batman and Kingdom Come Superman meets Superman. So hopefully, I think that's going to be ending soon. And then they're doing their first annual. Hopefully that's just going to be a buttload of fun. Yeah, so right now, my big comics that I'm recommending people to take on, Ultimate Spider-Man is my go-to comic. I love the original Ultimate Spider-Man. This cover right here. I read this a lot when I was a kid. He just made me feel old. That's my introduction to Spider-Man. Then we had the Spider-Man movies, and then the 90s anime series, and then so forth. Mm-hmm. I never picked up issues. I could only read them at the library. My parents had to approve of them, but at the end of the day, Peter Parker is just like us in this. He gets bullied, gets extraordinary powers, gets the girl. Mary Jane is not a popular girl. She is actually a kind of like a cool, chill nerd, almost like she has the hots for Peter,
Mhm.
and Harry Osborn is very like chill, cool, but has a lot of problems as well. The take of the Goblin is he's a gigantic. The Green Goblin is a gigantic monster,
Terrifying.
which is cool, and the eyes, the emotion. Goblin throwing Mary Jane off the bridge. Peter and MJ going at it. Mary Jane not listening to Peter. Gwen is a gothic girl,
They're
which is
almost technically siblings in this story.
they're very
You know.
much siblings. Spider-Man Public Identity, which was a robber taking over, dressed up as Spider-Man, kills Gwen's father. It just like the blood, they show blood. Peter goes through a lot of pain. Shield's introduced, and then we find out Nick Fury has had a lot to it. Doctor Strange, Nightmares. The most scariest scene in Ultimate Spider-Man is Ultimate Carnage. Ultimate Carnage is terrifying because it's
Vampire.
it's an alien that sucks souls out. And when you suck souls, this thing grows into a monster, and that is the last thing you see before you die is these yellow, creepy, smiling face with eyes. I'm going to kill you. And he throws your corpse.
Mhm. That's what happened to Gwen Stacy.
That is creep-tastic.
And
For Carnage.
Peter did not know how to destroy it. Ant-Man is terrified by it. It died in a fire, but it comes back.
So they copied the symbiote weakness to fire. All right.
Yeah, so this one is about fire. So he dies in fire, but the thing is that it comes back, and you find out it's Gwen Stacy, which is cool because that's a really interesting take. But it's scary is she literally just mutates into Carnage. So she's bonded with either Carnage has taken her, and Carnage can mutate into her, because there's a really creepy scene. Is that Peter Parker walks into the bedroom, and there's Gwen Stacy with Carnage's face all over it. That is creepy. That is creepy when you find out the real side of when you find that real side of the woman, the evil side of the woman. It's like, oh God. And Venom and Carnage mutating, merging. It's crazy too. The Clone Saga. I know you.
We'll talk about that. We'll do a whole video of Ultimate Spider-Man, just a retrospective.
But at the end of but to wrap it up, Ultimate Spider-Man is my go-to comic book every month. I'll be picking it up. Second theme, World's Finest, and third theme, if you're a big fan of Michael Keaton's Batman, you should be picking up Batman 89 and Batman 89 Echo.
Nice.
All right, so let's talk about where we were 22. All right, we didn't try to go this far, but that's fine. Let's talk about the future. What does the future hold for us? Culture Shock as a whole. We've been, for the last year, we've been doing podcasts. We love doing podcasts. We haven't been on our podcast game, but the wonderful boys at Nerdslayer have been on their game lately.
Oh no.
All we just hear is talks about, honestly, is these Nerdslayer guys. Who are these guys? And it's like, oh, they're our friends. We've been taking care of them. They helping us, so we're taking care of them, letting them post on the channel, having a good time. So you guys are getting talked about, which is cool. It's, hey, who are these guys posting on your channel? I was like, oh, that's our other group, Nerdslayer. They're part of the Culture Shock family. This big family that we've kind of crafted and created over the last year. Batman and Robin, that is the big one. That is almost done. It's getting finalized. Part 1 should be out in February. I'm not giving a definitive date. It's just February.
There's a poster.
2 posters and 2 announcements. 8's coming in February. We're finalizing a few sounds of what we want to use. But other than that, it's almost done. We promise you guys it's coming. We've heard a few of the tests. He loved it. I played it to Nate earlier. Nate was going, whoa, wait, what? This is 66? I think we're homaging 66. It's our own twist on this, which is going to be fun. John, we're working on a game show with Todd. We got to get on that. I'm currently writing what I might just call stories from the studios or shots at studios. It's about how studios always fuck up everything. and the first episode is currently still in the writing development process. It's the Sony story about how they screwed it up with both Spider-Man trilogies until they got to Marvel and Spider-Man got saved and redeemed. You want to talk March or do you want to wait for March? I feel like we can announce it.
All I'm going to say is I'm directing something.
Yeah, we're doing another voiceover project. We're not going to say what it is yet. Only a few people know what we're doing because we've reached out, talked to them, and texted them saying we want you to come do this for us real quick. Just pay attention to the Facebook page. That's the fun part. I've been putting up posts about it, and no one has still guessed what we're doing. Everyone's been asking why I've been putting up these posts, but I haven't said why, so I've just been putting them up.
All I can say is I'm excited. I'm going from being Batman to a director. So it's really excited. Todd's going to be helping me with this project. For the people that are auditioning and the people that are going to be doing this project, I'm going to be a very, very director. I'll be making sure everyone does this. This is a project that I have a lot of passion for and have been doing a lot of studying.
Yeah, we've been studying this.
And
what we're gonna do now.
My producer right here has been like, "What the f?" on a lot of things.
If I can give a little insightful tease,
Yeah, go ahead.
And I'm gonna just say one quote and one quote only. I won't go into it, but just riddle me this, riddle me that. Who is the big black bat?
That's all it is.
And that everything, if you do it right, will last forever.
Like the tease.
Huh?
I like the tease. Well done, sir. But yeah, what this project is, this is a passion project. It's gonna be very well done. I will say this, and I have the music already. I have the script. I have some of the casting done. I have live it to go.
I will say I was gonna be a role in this, but I'd rather just audition.
There's gonna be auditions. I'm gonna be a little hard on some people because this is just a passion project.
Yeah.
And then probably after that, I'll probably take a break and then I'll bring something incredible. I do a lot of as I'm working a lot, I talk to him a lot. We talk about a lot of projects. We gotta have scripts for it before it can be approved by our executive producer.
We had one script. I'm pretty sure. Did he approve it yet or no?
Which one are you talking about?
Mateo.
Oh yeah, I have. I don't know if Todd has read it yet.
Yeah, our buddy Mateo just sent. I finally got a chance to read it. I think you watched me read it for the first time.
I watched you read it. I read it with you. I read it when I was sick.
I loved the script Mateo did. It's a Spider-Man story. It's Mateo's twist on Spider-Man. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. We're going to try and make it a little live action short film.
I think that's exactly what we're going to do.
That's
It's not going to be it's going to be live action.
Yeah, it's something special that Mateo wrote. There's a lot of heart in it. It's one of these, like, if we do this good the first try well enough, I would definitely like to have him tackle another hero and just let these be his kind of stories and his storytelling and having fun with it.
Right now, Spider-Man casting has been debating right now. There's two front runners right now, but that probably won't be. That project probably won't be happening until the fall. We have those projects right now. We got some projects we got to focus on.
Currently working on. I know I brought it up a few times. A lot of people just saw me announce it because this is still one I still want to do for the love of God, to show people that it's actually good. We're still wanting to do the Flash, our take on the Flash. That's going to be the fun one we're going to attempt to do. That one would be an audio drama. I'm just waiting for the script to get online. It's like they're taking their time to just let the script be accessible to the public, because I want to take it. I might change some stuff around, have fun with it, dig a little deeper. We talked about maybe doing one of the gun superhero movies next from DC or Marvel, but it's looking like it might be the Marvel route that we're going to take for that one, because I don't think people are ready for us to do our audio drama yet.
Original audio dramas can happen. There's also going to probably be there's gonna be some surprises.
Mhm.
I can just say as long as our executive
Breaking rumor / news: Sonic 3 could be PG-13.
that cool.
That's from Todd. Hi, Todd. You're back. Hi, buddy. We missed you. We were just talking about you. I love you. I'll kiss you
Mhm.
back.
There, there's projects you're working on. I know
Yeah.
with Todd.
We got. So you guys be looking out for the game show right now.
And
What-
I'm still writing the Godzilla Kong
Yeah,
What If
what is
episode,
this
as well as
definitely
wrapping
coming?
up on Monarch this Friday.
Hi, lies. But I think the game show is what people should be really excited for. I can't give a definitive date on that one. It's just been an idea. We've been shooting around a lot of ideas of how we want to structure it, how we want it to look, how we want to do that. A game show is much harder than you realize. Well, as soon as you dig down deeper and see what you want to do. That's why I'm not really giving a definitive date. Just we're looking at this year. We just don't know.
So to be the head of it all and to actually approve that the guy who approves it all too is that we do one project at a time now.
Mhm.
Our main focus right now is just Batman and Robin, getting it out to people. Like I said, we've heard it's really good. Well, once it's out, we're gonna share it. We're gonna, hopefully we'll have like a little. Hopefully, I'll have some kind of teaser where we were working on.
Actually, do you want to play? Do you want to play them the clip? I feel like they deserve to hear the clip. Todd, wait, hold on. Todd, can we?
It's gonna be bad audio. Sure.
No, man. Let's just give them a taste of what it is. We'll show them the actual the cool.
Are you able to play it?
I'm about to pull it up. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna see what I can do. I gotta go up a little bit. Can I see the actual pinned message? Yes, I can. There we go. Not that one.
That's
No.
that's the previous one, man. Go.
Yeah, no. But I pinned the actual. Where is it? Oh my god, that's some big stuff. Yeah,
There it is.
Oh, get this bigger. Okay, I can't get that big. We're gonna see if we can just play this live. Yeah, Todd said yeah. Let's show him it. Let's show him the tease. Let's see if we can get it. Now this is just audio. Remember, it's just audio. It's not final. This is just a little test of what's to come.
No.
Well, I think
Yeah.
cool.
John, what'd you think of it?
Not like it.
It's gonna hopefully it's gonna sound really good. Todd's working really, really hard on it.
Mhm.
There's some things we've heard yesterday, which one we had approved, which one we didn't want. At the end of the day, we're gonna try to bring you guys the 60s. We're gonna bring you guys 60s Batman with a twist to it, and that's the exciting thing is there's gonna be themes with for all the audio dramas. I will let you know that.
Remember, we're making a toy commercial. We're making a toy commercial.
When it came to being shot and punched,
Yeah, we busted out the Nerf guns for that.
that was fun. That's gonna be a thing that's gonna keep going in production.
We're reaching the end here. It's officially the end of the show.
Mhm.
Can't wait more at a later date, especially with coming. We'll talk more about the March thing in
Mhm.
February to get people excited, because we definitely want people to come audition for this one and have a great time with this one.
Batman.
But- Any final thoughts, Juan, John? One of you take it away and start.
Let us cook. I'm excited
Yeah.
to share what we got with the people.
Yeah, me too.
Power to the people, power to the nerds.
Power to the nerds.
For the nerds, by the nerds.
But all right, guys, I've been Lorenzo.
I'm Adam.
Someone else say their name.
And I'm John.
And I'm Juan.
And this is Culture Shock, the
Culture.
last year review, the year in preview. Thank you guys for tuning in so much. We'll be back on the 10th if Spider-Man drops on the same day. That's when we'll
Next
just do
month.
another live. Yeah, we'll do
For
another
Ultimate,
monthly
too.
for fun. Next time we'll pre-record it, we just want to hop on here live and just say we missed you guys, but we're coming back fully, focusing on everything. We're getting everything done.
So go to your local comic book stores, grab Ultimate Spider-Man #1. If you can't find it, go to eBay, go to Amazon, go to anywhere else. Find
Or
Ultimate
go
Spider-Man.
to Adam.
Huh?
Go to Adam.
Go to Adam.
Go to
Just
me.
go to Adam. He'll give you
Yeah.
the book somehow.
I'll get you the book somehow. I've done it before.
Yes. Oh, there's Blue.
So,
People.
Hey, you
yeah, I was
trickster.
going to say, Juan, John, I've never said this before. Go get yourself a Spider-Man Marvel comic and enjoy
I need to
enjoy.
read comics.
Oh, definitely. And keep an eye out, ladies and gentlemen, for any DC MonsterVerse crossovers coming to you soon. We've got plenty of those lined up in the future too.
So we do. All right, everyone. We'll see you again on the next one. We'll see you in a month. We'll get back. We'll tell you guys all the fun stuff we have now planned for this year. We'll see y'all in the next one. Take care. I already read Ultimate Spider-Man. Good for you, Blue. Text me how you felt about it. I'll see y'all later. We love y'all.
See y'all later.